morning and welcome to Living Local 15. I'm your host, Jessica Williams. Thank you so much for joining me today. Happy Monday. You know it's time. We kick it off with some motivation. Here's the quote. Keep your face always toward the sunshine and shadows will fall behind you. Life will always have its challenges, but where you choose to focus makes all the difference. When you keep your eye on the possibilities, the progress, and the good that still lies ahead, the struggles and setbacks lose their grip on your life. Difficulties may come, but they don't have to define you. Every step forward, no matter how small, moves you closer to the life you are building. So keep looking toward the light, toward hope, toward growth, and toward new opportunities. The shadows of doubt and fear will fade as you continue to walk with purpose. So keep your face always toward the sunshine and the shadows will fall behind you. Now on to the show. First up, the lovely ladies of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated joins me in studio to share about the wonderful scholarship opportunities they are offering girls who are seniors in high school. So parents, listen up for a chance to be awarded financial aid as you are preparing to send your child off to college. Then it's Money Monday with Foster Financial, and we're discussing investment opportunities during stock market corrections. That and more happening now.
Fashion, food, and fun. You're watching Living Local 15 with your host, Jessica Williams.
Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated is the first African-American Greek letter organization and sorority founded in 1908 at Howard University with a mission to cultivate and encourage high scholastic and ethical standards, promote unity and friendship among women, and be of service to all mankind. And joining me today to share about their scholarship program is Iota Chi Omega's president, Keela Guy, and chairwoman of scholarships, Elise Gilbert. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Yes, well, you all are doing so many exciting things, and so of course we want to make sure that it is highlighted, especially because students really need scholarships to excel and to thrive. Yes. And I know that that is a big mission of Alpha Kappa Alpha. So let's start from the top, Keela, and give us an overview of our sorority.
Okay, so our sorority was founded at Howard University in 1908, and it was created for African American women who wanted to set the standard and the tone for collegiate women. Mm-hmm. And so it has spread it across the United States, across the world. Yeah. And so here locally in Fort Wayne, I'm the president of Iota Chi Omega chapter. And so we are here in the community just trying to serve and include everyone and to be of service to all mankind.
Right. And it's so major to point out that sororities are beyond college. Right?
Yes.
We are in grad chapter, and that means that we are focused just on community, and how
Yes.
can we provide. And we get initiatives from the top of the organization,
Yes.
and we execute. So as the president here of our chapter, tell us about your vision for this year.
Awesome. So my vision, I'm newly elected, and so my vision and the name of my administration is serving with grace and humility. We are here not to party and do all these different things, as sometimes sororities and fraternities get a reputation.
Right.
Of course, there are dances and galas, but our mission truly is to serve. Here locally, my vision is we are going to continually serve with grace, style, and with the humble spirit. Mm-hmm. So my goal and the team around me, it really is to serve the local community. And that is seeing what our community needs, and if we can do it, we want to meet those needs of the local community.
Yeah, so. Absolutely. And so one of the needs is scholarships to students.
Yes.
So Elise, please share with us about your initiatives for this year. And in particular, right now we're in scholarship season.
We are in scholarship season. So right now we have actually 3 awards that we give out under the Iota Chi Omega scholarship. And it's the Sharon K. Grimes Scholarship, and then we have an Ella M. or Ella May book stipend that we also give out as an award. Mm-hmm. And we target African American young women as a senior who can apply. And some of the criteria that you will need for the scholarship is we always ask for a transcript. Mm-hmm. a list of schools that you have been accepted to already, or that you have applied to as well. And we do ask for some financial background for each of the applicants. So that's just some of the things that we do ask for.
So targeted to seniors. And so when is the deadline? Because I know we're in a stretch of it happening now, but the deadline is approaching, correct?
It is. It is April 30th at 11:59 is our deadline.
Like midnight.
It is. And the scholarships, it also requires an essay. So writing an essay, and usually your guidance counselor at your high school will have a copy of it, and that has already gone out to guidance counselors.
Okay, good. And so how many students will receive this scholarship this year?
It will be 3. So we'll have 2 for the Sheriff K. Grimes under that scholarship, and then we'll have 1 for the Ella May book stipend.
Okay, yeah, that is great, exciting, especially when you have to do those extra steps, you know, writing that paper, just expressing just the need and the want to be able to excel. And so, Kila, why is this scholarship program so important, not only to our local chapter, but to the national initiative?
Oh, absolutely. Sometimes people are just in need.
Yeah.
They're doing the work, you know, they're proving themselves to be of good reputation and character, but it is expensive.
Yeah.
And so sometimes you need a little extra push. And so that's what we are here for. So it is done on an international level, but here locally as well. So we feel like, okay, you've put in the work. Let's see if you really need it. Are you willing to write the essay, to also talk about your accomplishments and achievements and spotlight on why you deserve this scholarship and what are your plans? So we feel that it's an investment. We're going to sow a seed now and help. And we have had other scholarship recipients. They've gone on to do wonderful things and to graduate. So we also like to hear back from those who have received the scholarship. The Ella May Green book stipend is very, very special. Just a quick little brief history. Ella Green, she worked for the Department of Children and Services for many, many years, okay? And so she just gave over and over to children who were in need. And so while she is still living, about 5 years ago, we decided, our chapter voted, to put a scholarship for a book stipend in her name. So yes, we do have the scholarship to help with school, but this is specifically, sometimes you go to school and you have these scholarships for tuition, but we need supplies, we need books.
Books are expensive.
And so she is an active charter member of our chapter, and she is still active. Over 51 years of service locally.
Yes.
And so we thought, what a way to honor her while she is still living and serving, to put a book stipend in her name. And so the individuals who receive the book stipend, they can see this is living history right in front of them. So that's why it's really, really special to us, and it's dear to our heart.
Yeah, which is so great. Yes. I love that. And Elise, is there any advice that you can give to parents or students listening that's considering applying for the scholarship? Maybe they're having doubt, or maybe they're like, okay, how can I make this happen?
So one of the things that we also ask for is volunteer. Like, where are you volunteering? Because again, we are service to mankind, right? So we want to ensure that the African American young ladies that we are supporting understand that we are all about supporting our community. Where are you volunteering? And so we do an interview with the young ladies, and so talk about how you are committed to your community, and also how you are going to use your funds in college, because though we give the scholarship, that money actually goes directly to you. Some scholarships goes to the school.
Right.
Our scholarship go directly to the students so they can put it where they need to put it.
Okay,
So
good. And they can access this application by going online to our Facebook page?
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Perfect.
There will be a link there for them to access it. It takes them directly to the scholarship, and they can print it out, or we're going to try to make it so that they can fill it out online and turn it in. There's an email address that they submit it to that goes to our chapter scholarship email.
Okay, perfect. And that's Iota Chi Omega's Facebook page, and we'll have that information listed below.
Yes.
And before I let you leave, I would love for you to share about upcoming events that's happening
Yes.
that the chapter's throwing that's open to the community.
Absolutely. One thing that is very, very exciting to me, at the end of the month, March the 29th at the Renaissance YMCA, we are going to have a drumming class for seniors. So we do have an initiative, it's Our Seniors, and it caters to those who are of age. And
Okay,
so we don't want...
seniors, not high school seniors.
Not high school, yes, sorry, yes, let me clarify, not high school seniors, but individuals who are 55 and older. So we're going to have a drumming class. We are going to have health and wellness information. Also, we are going to have information about mental health and wellness. That is an initiative of ours, and so we believe in serving the whole person.
Yeah.
So they will be able to get the physical aspect of the drumming and the health information, but also the emotional well-being with the mental health awareness. So we are very, very excited to that. That is free, and it is open to the public. Anyone that is 55 and older, they can come and they can participate in that. So,
Okay.
yes.
Awesome. Well,
Yes.
thank you so much,
Yes,
Keila,
thank you.
Elise, for coming in and sharing.
yes. Thank you so
Thank
very
you
much
for having us.
We
You're
appreciate
welcome.
you, sister.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
And if you would like more information about Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, or would like more information about their scholarship program happening now, like I said, we'll have that link listed below to learn more and to submit. Just do it, learn about it, and submit. And I'll see you after the break.
Have an idea for the show? Want to find out how you can be a guest? Contact us at livinglocal15@wayne.com.
Join me, Jessica Williams, on Living Local 15 every weekday morning at 9 on Wayne 15.
Watch Living Local 15 with Jessica Williams on Wayne 15.
This segment sponsored by Foster Financial. Welcome to Money Monday with Foster Financial. Today we're going to talk about opportunities within the market when there's a correction that's needed. You may not know what that means, neither do I, but I'm going to speak with Caleb Doan, the Vice President of Foster Financial. Hi, Caleb.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Doing well. How are you doing?
Good. Okay, so I'm so curious about this topic. What exactly is a market correction?
Yeah, so it's typically designed as a 10% drop in the market from a recent high. So they're not good things, right, if you're an investor, but it's something that is relatively common. We kind of prep investors for this. We typically see it every year or two. It's not uncommon to see, especially with the level of growth that we've seen in the market over the past few years. So it's certainly something that can scare clients if they see that, hey, the market has dropped 10% over the last month. We just experienced one a couple weeks ago.
Yes.
And so it always is a little concerning for clients, but it's something that we help them through. And there are even some opportunities that present themselves when we do see market corrections like this, especially within tax strategizing.
Okay, well, right now is definitely the right time to talk about it.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
if anyone has been following the news in any way, the market has just been whoop, 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 whoop. So, and that affects everyone. Like a lot of times people think like, oh, you have to have a lot of money in the stocks for this to impact you. But really, if you have a 401k, if you have any type of investment, you may be impacted. So how can people really save money in the long run dealing with these inflation up and down?
Yeah. So with all the kind of market corrections that we've seen, we've talked previously about how, Roth conversions, it can be advantageous to do those when the market is down. There's tax loss harvesting opportunities. The one I'll talk about today is a little different. It's with a specific type of investment vehicle called a non-qualified variable annuity. So there's lots of words there, but the variable basically means it's invested in the stock market. The non-qualified part means that it was originally funded with after-tax dollars. So money that's already been taxed, it was just sitting in your checking account, let's say, and you put it into a variable annuity. The maybe issue, I guess, or the tax issue that those accounts can sometimes cause is that they don't have as great of tax implications long term. So all the growth on non-qualified variable annuities gets taxed at your ordinary income tax rate, which is higher than the capital gains tax rate. So if you're in the 22% ordinary income tax bracket, you pull money out of the non-qualified variable annuity, that growth is taxed at the 22% capital gains rate, whereas if it was in a different account, like a stock brokerage account, it would only get taxed at 15%. And so when we see the stock market come down like it has done, it can be a good opportunity to reposition out of a non-qualified variable annuity and into an account that's more tax advantaged.
Okay, let's take it back for a second.
Yeah.
So an annuity. Okay, let's start with the annuity and then kind of work backwards with all of those terms.
Yeah, so I mean the annuity, it's just an investment vehicle. It's a tax-deferred investment vehicle. Variable is just that it's invested in the stock market, and then the non-qualified is that it's after-tax dollars. So they're relatively common investment vehicles. And so we see them very frequently, but a lot of times people don't know the tax implications for those aren't as great as some other investment accounts.
And how would someone find themselves in one of those accounts? Does it have the perimeters such as the age range or retirement range like other retirement accounts has?
Yeah, those typically don't have a lot of the same rules that some of the other accounts have as far as how much money you can make to contribute to one. So it's relatively common to see people
Any
with
age?
No, yeah, any age you can get into them. There's only certain ages that you can withdraw from them without penalties, so it's similar to retirement accounts in that manner. But that's one of the things that we take a look at for clients is we see, is this account in the long run going to save you on taxes or going to cost you more in taxes? The other big thing about those non-qualified variable annuities is that they don't get a step up in cost basis when somebody passes away. And so basically it means that beneficiaries will have to pay the taxes on the growth in that account when they inherit the account. So they're going to be on the hook for the taxes, whereas with other accounts that we use, like a stock brokerage account, for example, it gets a step up in cost basis, meaning the beneficiaries get that money completely tax-free, even if there was growth on it.
Right, because you said the non-qualified part of that term means that it was pre-taxed.
It had already been taxed. Basically.
So tax fund. So after you receive your income that's been taxed, then you contribute to it. But you're saying that that part of it is okay. Once you get it inherited, it's only the gains on it that one would have to pay taxes, I'm assuming at their own tax bracket or something, if they did inherit it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Whereas with other accounts, like a stock brokerage account, they get the cost basis and the gain. It comes out tax-free because it gets the step up in basis at death. So yeah.
So if we're talking about long-term or someone saving money with a market correction, are you saying that the non-qualified variable annuity is a good option, or are you saying there are better options?
Yeah, there's better options.
Okay.
So yeah, the non-qualified variable annuity, when there's a market correction, of course the gain in that account goes down, right? Because the stock market goes down. And so then you're paying less in taxes to pull money out of it, to therefore reposition into an account that is going to save you more on taxes in the long term, both you and beneficiaries. So that's one of the things we like to take a look at as an opportunity when the market drops here, especially if we anticipate a recovery.
Okay, so you said that there's a few more we're going to continue to talk about in an upcoming week?
Yeah, absolutely.
And then last thing, Caleb, so is another good option to go with a fixed stock option so that you're not really implicated by the ups and downs of the market?
Yeah, so it depends on the client's risk tolerance, of course. It depends on a lot of things, but the variable products over the long period of time historically have significantly outperformed the fixed products. But of course the fixed ones, they are a lot safer, right? And they, aren't subject to these market corrections. So it's the old adage of, more risk, more reward on the accounts. And a lot of times people need a little bit of both in their portfolio. You don't want to be fully aggressive, and a lot of times maybe you don't want to be fully conservative either, so that you can still keep up with inflation and things like that.
Okay, well thank you so much, Caleb.
Yeah, thank you.
And if you would like more information about Foster Financial, we'll have their phone number listed below. You can give them a call for a complimentary consultation, and I'll see you after the break.
This segment sponsored by Foster Financial.
Follow us on social media at Living Local 15.
Enjoy fun in the sun on Living Local 15. Become a tourist in your own city. Visit your favorite spots and have some fun with me. From kayaking to rappelling off a building, I show you ways to have an adventure in Northeast Indiana every weekday morning at 9 on WANE 15. So join me, Jessica Williams, for Living Local 15.
Watch Living Local 15 with Jessica Williams weekdays at 9 on WANE 15 and catch past episodes on WANE.com. Living Local 15, proudly driven by the Kelly Automotive Group.
Thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed the show. And remember, you can always catch up on episodes and segments of Living Local 15 by going to WANE.com, downloading the WANE app, and also checking us out on YouTube. And I'll leave you with this. Keep your face always toward the sunshine, and the shadows will fall behind you. I hope you have an amazing week, and I look forward to seeing you here tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Go to the Living Local 15 page on WANE.com for recipes from the show, to watch a segment again, and to get information on products and services featured on Living Local 15. Content segments during today's Living Local 15 were paid for by these sponsors.